Hello, hello, and welcome back to Valpo Esports Smash Brothers Edition. We are here with a GLEC match this morning against Mount Vernon, and we're currently into the arena. We are doing stage bans right now, so to introduce myself, since we like to do that apparently, I am Cheetah Quick 9.
I'm Aubrey, also known as AeroJ.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. So we are here this morning to compete in some GLEC. It's going to be a funky time.
And I have heard there's been some interesting ideas for who we're sending in.
Yep.
So you might actually get sent in, and we get
Nope.
to... Are you sure about that?
Yes, we asked Jim. Anyway, no, we want to keep our GLEC and NECC rosters a lot more rigid this semester, so although I am technically the sub, it's only for subbing, is what Jim said. He said he wants to keep it a lot more rigid, so so I will not have to play the game this morning, which is, kind of a dub.
So Alex is going to be very disappointed if he has to face a Toon Link.
Just projectile him harder.
You go tell Alex that. Go outside and tell Alex.
I'm pretty sure I have, actually. Because, I mean, we've talked about this match before. We've quite a few times, actually, just while talking and during practices and stuff. And I'm pretty sure I've said to projectile him harder. But speaking of which, we have talked about this match quite a bit. Yes. We have strategized about it. So we are not going into it blind. We have thought things through a little bit, which, is new for us, like, the thinking aspect, but we did decide to participate in some of the thinkies, so we are not unprepared.
I feel like it's more specific to you suddenly deciding to think.
Shh, don't tell them.
No, we're going to tell them. It's quite clear, honestly. But actually, the other half of our team for NECC actually had to face Mount Vernon on Tuesday, and that was interesting.
Yep. So we are not going into this match with not clarity. My English completely failed me, so we're just gonna pass through it. We're just gonna skip that part. But we are not going into this match with no information. We have done a little bit of research and a little bit of experience. And a couple of these players we did see last semester, a couple characters we did not, but we are not expecting to see characters that we did not last semester.
I mean, you're also not expecting to see characters that you didn't see on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
But there were some characters on Tuesday that we did not see last semester, and we're not expecting to see them now either.
I see.
Yeah, so... Yep, we do mostly know their roster unless they pull out a character that we did not expect at all. But they do have an Aegis. Okay, Plant Gang. Chris, hear me out. I know you already have your character picked for this, but like Plant Gang though.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I had to say that. Let's be honest.
It's fine. Plant Gang is worth it.
So, Aegis.
Yep. They do have an Aegis Roy player. However, I do believe that they have been more sticking with the Aegis as of late. Then they have a Toon Link. And then they have a Wheat Fit Trainer. Is, I believe, their main three. On Tuesday, we did see a Sonic the Hedgehog come out. And that was a bit funky. But
it's quite funky.
Yeah, but we are not expecting to see them today. So those are the main three characters that we are expecting today. So those are the three that we have mostly strategized against. And if they whip out a random one, well then we're in for a treat.
I think Alex is going to cry because I'm taking a wild guess and say the Toon Link is coming in first.
It's possible.
Oh!
Okay, well, I half lied. I was right about the Sonic, but I lied about them not coming in today. So here we are. We got.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, we got the black edgy Sonic, the shadow the Sonic against Alex's Link, who is already getting a little bit of percent.
Yeah, Alex. Does Alex know that? Like, was Alex preparing for this matchup?
I don't believe so, but if I remember correctly, we did at least speak about it a little bit, just because it was a character that they showed, but it was not one that we fully expected. But Alex's game plan does seem to be working out quite well here. Just throw projectiles, because Sonic likes to spin dash in and roll into him like Jigglypuff roll out the whole time. But see ya.
Oh, I mean, we take those, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah, just barely missed the stage, but projectiles are really good at hitting Sonic out of those spin dashes, and those spin dashes are very good, so using those projectiles to hit him out of it is getting Alex a lot of mileage.
Yeah, we are seeing him use a lot of his boomerang, like we said, and he's also shielding a lot when he sees it coming and he knows that he can take a bit of damage. So I think the very defensive mindset is doing him a lot of work right now.
Yeah, oftentimes against Sonic you do have to play on a little bit more of a defensive just because of how fast and annoying he is. But it is... That bomb sure was interesting. That was off the stage and then bounced up off of nothing. Okay.
Oh no, the spring.
Apparently Link used stasis on the bomb. I didn't know that was possible, but here we are.
Them evening it up a little bit with the Sonic taking one stock.
Yeah, but Alex did get quite a bit of extra credit here and still racking it up here. Well,
Not sure what the Sonic is doing.
He's doing Sonic things, but we were talking about the projectiles going through spin dash. Apparently it is only the early boomerang, because we just saw a late boomerang just get beaten out, and that Sonic did not throw soon enough, getting Alex out of that grab with only taking a couple pummels.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
Yep.
Very nicely done by Alex, getting a lot of extra credit without taking very much damage at all in this stock.
So if the Sonic really wants to even things up, their main goal is just taking at least one more stock for the next person to make it a little bit easier.
Yep.
He's obviously hoping for 2 stocks to make sure it's because he doesn't want to lose his. But understandably, sometimes the best you can do is 1.
Yeah, the thing is, Sonic is one of, if not the best characters in the game when you have a lead. But once Sonic loses that lead, and he has to approach you to catch up, it can get quite a bit harder for Sonic. It can really differentiate the top Sonics between just your average Sonic. And right now, this Sonic is at a deficit, so having to approach is definitely the weaker aspect of Sonic.
However, he has done a significantly decent job here with going against the Link, bringing Link to 111 damage.
Oh man!
If so, I
this
feel like
should kill. Yep, there it is. So did get 1 stock off of him, and he's dead.
Yep.
Yep. The classic of I lose my stock and take your stock literally directly after. The classic.
It is a classic.
The classic crew battle. Classic crew battle stocks. I hate it. I hate it that happens, and it happens so often. It's a little messed up. But Alex did take out this Sonic, did lose 2 of his stocks, and take the Sonic stock immediately after losing the second, but did still lose the stock, and that's what matters. So we are coming into it with just a single stock lead, but just a single stock lead is still a lead.
That's all we care about, as Jim says, from what we've heard. Just take 1. If Alex takes 1, we're still in the lead, no matter what happens.
Yep, and now that we are in the lead, it does give us a little bit of counter pick advantage, because while we do ban the stages and they get to pick the stages that is best for them, if Alex falls here, we then get to choose who we come in because we know what character they're playing, and then we in turn get to pick our stage based on what they ban as well. So we do have a few other advantages aside from just being a single stock up.
Yep. So looking at this, who are you expecting to come in?
So I'm expecting the Toon Link to come in, just because I believe the Toon Link is pretty good against normal Link, just because he is faster in the form of frame data, and his projectiles are also a bit slower, which makes them easier to follow up on.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they whipped out the Aegis.
Yeah, no, I was expecting the Toon Link just because of how unconfident Alex was going into this matchup against the Toon Link, suggesting anybody else but him go in.
Yeah, Toon Link is a little difficult for Link because like they're searching for the same things. They're searching for projectile openings and ways to chip on damage with them. And Toon Link's projectiles are just a bit faster, but Alex is not going to have to worry about that here because no projectiles here. Just sword.
I mean, unless Roy decides to suddenly attack the game and throw something.
Roy just throws his sword like Pyra. Just throw it at him. Hey, you know.
I would not be surprised if that happens. Fire Emblem characters have surprised us occasionally.
That is true, but getting into it here with Alex just trying to take center stage. And see, a lot of times when people try to set up with projectile characters like Link, they tend to go to the corner just because it's where they naturally want to go. But you can set up that area in center stage to give yourself more space, and that is what Alex has been doing. And it has gotten them quite a bit of damage, but has taken some for the price.
Unfortunately, Alex was punished there with an up B out of shield, which is unfortunate.
Yep, and is taking quite a bit of damage here. Just hopefully he can take one, because it's really all we want. And he's dead.
Yep.
He went to Town and City, and it happened to be the Roy.
And the Roy decided to give him a giant wet noodle.
Yeah, but that wasn't the wet noodle hit. That was the you're dead hit. Yeah, Roy's sword tends to range from wet noodle to you're dead. That does tend to be the range of Roy's sword. Because if you didn't know, unlike Marth, it's actually the opposite of Marth. So Marth, the tipper hitbox of the sword is the strongest, dealing a ton of damage. But Roy is the opposite. He wants the hilt hit of his sword, and the hilt hit is very strong. But the very, very edge hit of the sword, where Marth's would be the strongest, is actually the weakest of Roy's. It is actually quite weak. It has been nicknamed the wet noodle for a reason. But the hilt hits are very, very strong. So.
Yes.
And fun fact, so Marth's tipper hitboxes on his swords actually have lower priority than the sour spots, but on Roy, the sweet spots, the hilt hits, actually have priority over the sour spots.
Yeah.
So it makes them easier to hit.
Yeah. So
Yep.
just why Roy is significantly better than Marth.
Yep. He also has combos.
True.
He is a sword character with combos. He needs
Gotta
it.
love it. Hey, at least he doesn't have a DLC character moment.
That's just Aegis.
He did in 4 though. That was interesting.
I believe you. I didn't play that.
Yes, I know. I have probably played more of the Smash Bros games, yet I am way worse than him.
I have played Smash 64. That was fun. That was actually really funny. The amount of hit stun in that game is absolutely absurd.
And that's why nobody plays it professionally.
Actually, people do.
They do.
It just consists of 0 to deathing each other. Because there's so much hit stun that they just true combo touch to death everyone. It's really funny.
You need to move your mic again.
Okay, but yeah,
You
it
are
is.
peaking so much.
It is quite funny just to watch people touch to death people in that game specifically. But in this game, it's just kind of like, oh, I got hit once, time to die.
So we are sending in Keegan against the Roy, which is a very good matchup for Keegan.
Yep, Keegan has shown himself to be quite proficient at killing the Roys. And
I mean, we have experience.
Yep, we do have plenty of experience against Roy's. He's one quite a common character. We also have a Roy in-house here, so but Keegan does take quite a bit of damage with the combos that we were talking about with that sweet spot. Doing so much damage and true comboing into other sweet spot moves because sure, why not? But is taking quite a bit of damage here, but we've seen Keegan come back from a lot worse, and as I say that, gets his jump caught by the bomb put over the ledge and thought he was going to land on stage, but the bomb pushing it back off and taking his jump at the same time. No, definitely, and he's dead.
That is not going on the missed down air counter.
So, anyway, Keegan's pretty good at killing Roy's. He's also just good at killing anyone because he just down airs them. And I thought he was gonna try it again. And you know what? I couldn't have even argued it.
I thought he was too, and it would have been.
Anyway, there it is. He tried for it again. He wants him dead.
Oh, I feel bad for this Roy. I'm just like, this Roy just got his head like messed up after that bomb, and
he hasn't been able to get into advantage since. Keegan has since said, you know, I have a lead now. You have to come to me. You are never hitting me again.
That was just so unfortunate for that Roy. I think he got like tripped up when that bomb hit him, and it was just not good from there.
Yep. So Keegan placed a bomb at ledge to catch neutral get up, and the Roy drop off ledge double jumped up and did not recognize that the bomb was there. Most likely wasn't able to react to it because online moment. But that bomb not only hit him and knocked him off stage when he was expecting to land on the stage, but because he drop off double jump there, he no longer had his jump, so he accidentally buffered an option, and that killed him for it. And that was a very quick stock.
We also want to thank Shika Marunner 23 for the follow. Thank you very much.
Yep, but I do love watching Keegan play sometimes, especially when he has a lead, because he'll get someone at 40 and just goes, all right, I want you dead. I love it. It's so funny. He hits someone 3 times and just goes, all right, I want the stock.
So, I'm guessing we are expecting the Toon Link.
That is my guess. The Toon Link is their other strongest player, so.
However, if the Toon Link managed to take 3 stocks off of Keegan, that would put Chris in a very bad spot. Because oh my gosh, Chris's main matchups against the Toon Link not that good.
Well, Captain Falcon matchup is not that good,
Yes,
but that does imply that he is going Captain Falcon, which with Chris it could pick random, go into the game, pick random, and it's just as likely he's going to play that character than Captain Falcon. It is just as likely.
I would say it's more likely to play Captain Falcon by like 5%.
Barely. It's barely even more likely. Chris just plays the entire roster because he feels like it.
Yeah, so this is going to be some exciting gameplay as both characters love camping.
Yep, this is definitely going to be a projectile heavy, and he's dead.
Yep.
Because Zaire doesn't function. Wahoo! Yeah, this is going to be a very projectile heavy match, and it's not entirely like it's not the most entertaining thing. I mean we can all agree on that, but it is definitely these characters' strong suits, and it does take skill to do. It might seem like it doesn't because of online, but it can be difficult to keep your opponent out, especially when they also have projectiles the same. So. Yep.
Unfortunately, reading that air dodge going in like that. However, I think Keegan's figured out what this Toon Link is trying.
Yeah, I think Keegan is a little mad that he lost his stock that early and has decided that you know, you don't get to take another one. With that really clean stock coming out, only taking 20, although he did SD at about 70, but only taking 20 on this and taking the entire stock.
However, they are loving their spawn camping.
Yep, this is going to be a very projectile heavy match. You're going to see a lot of projectiles this game.
Keegan is playing incredibly well with his bombs and stuff and being able to read a lot of things. Reading basically every single jump.
Yep, this Toon Link is gonna have to mix things up a little bit. See, spamming projectiles is quite good. It can keep your opponent away, but when your opponent also has projectiles and also has a longer range grab, sometimes you gotta mix things up. You gotta change it up a little bit, but has yet to adapt fully to Keegan, and Keegan is saying, all right, then I will. If you won't adapt to me, I'll just adapt to you and then win.
Keegan loves to adapt first and then easily get a grounded state.
Yep,
However,
Keegan is.
oh no, go ahead.
Keegan has already racked up 164 under this stock, so has taken about 100 himself, but pretty much anything here will kill besides only select moves of Samus won't kill here. It should
And
grab
that
and
is
up throw.
dead.
Yep.
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 I was like, that's dead.
Yep. He shielded that, and I went hype up throw. Lingering up air does catch him, but as it was lingering, was not the sweet spot. And yep, that ledge trap with that multi-hit up B can be quite dangerous. But Keegan avoiding it and reading the air dodge too. Nice coverage.
Yep. And that is dead for Keegan. However, they are still even, but this is not what the Tomb Link is going to want because he knows that there's going to be another character coming out. And that guy, whether they know it or not, can play mostly the entire roster.
Yeah. Yeah. Plant gang. Hear me out, Chris. Plant
It's
gang.
one stock.
That's true. Chris, you can plant gang it.
I don't think Jim would like that though because
I don't
he
think
might
Jim would like that
consider
either, but-
throwing.
Yeah, I don't think Jim would like that either, but I would like it. But that is, we saw there one of the differences between Toon Link and the other links. So, Breath of the Wild Link, as we see with Alex, their up B is a single hit, grounded up B is a single hit, and then we've seen with Jaden that Young Link's grounded up B is a multi-hit that sends up. Well, Toon Link's is a little bit different, where it is a multi-hit and sends out, just like that forward air. Not quite taking the stock though.
That was very close. I thought that was at the end there, but it was not. The
Not
Toon
quite.
Link's still holding on by a prayer, but
And
not
that
much
Nair
longer.
will take it. So there we are. We take round 1 against Mount Vernon. So heading into this next round with a lead, which is very nice to see. So even if this next round goes not the way that we want, we do still have a round 3.
Yes. I'm expecting, I don't think the Roy is going to come out again. Watching how Keegan just absolutely destroyed the Roy.
So I think they actually might throw in the Roy here because I don't think they're expecting us to leave Keegan again. Leave Keegan. Because I don't fully know what's going on in that room, but I don't think we're planning on leaving Keegan. So I don't believe that is the plan, but I'm not sure on that. But so they might throw in the Roy, also expecting that.
I mean, you can't hear them through the wall, can you?
Sometimes we can hear Chris.
Well, sometimes. But I mean, like, you can't, like, you don't have a specific hidden mic in there listening to Jim's every conversation.
Well, if I had hidden mic in there, it wouldn't be hidden if I talked about it.
Choose your fighter.
Fair enough.
Link.
Chris is hoping he doesn't have to play the game today.
Oh, I guarantee it. That is his constant state of being. He does not want to play this video game.
Yeah, he still is on the team.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, most of the team doesn't want to play the game.
You guys all chose this game. I don't know why.
Yep, we all chose this game and we all hate this game.
Mike is too close yet again.
Yeah,
You are
but-
peeking all the time.
Hey, you know, peeking is fun.
I
It's
don't want
entertaining.
Keegan to come in here and just sort of like messing with the headset.
Keegan's playing. He's not listening. He's
He's
fine.
currently not playing.
He's in the room. He's fine. He's not watching the stream. It's fine. I can talk all I want about him.
Comes in the room, stances up, takes your headset away, kicks you off mic.
You know what? I'd be down for that. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd have to play the game instead. No, no, don't do it. Don't do this to me.
Do it, Keegan. Do it.
Okay, Palpatine.
And so currently we are doing stage pants, if you could not tell.
Yep, and I don't think that we'd leave Keegan, but I haven't seen a swap. But that does not mean we're not.
Are you blind?
I mean, I haven't
There
seen
was
a
a-
character swap.
I have seen a character swap.
See, you are assuming that I am paying attention and also telling stream the truth. You have no way to fact check me. I can say whatever I want. However, I will say, Xenoblade music?
Xenoblade music?
Eh?
Aw.
That is something I will not lie about, because Xenoblade music is banger.
So we are interested in seeing what. Okay, the other team's just waiting.
Yeah,
I thought we were going in, but.
So it seems like stages have been picked as we have selected ours, but it looks like Mount Vernon is taking a little bit longer. They're probably picking music, to be honest. It can be a difficult choice, you know, which Xenoblade song to pick. You know, a lot of the good ones, so it can be quite challenging. And they do lead the Roy,
Interesting.
so Alex will have to go up against a little fiery sword boy.
I'm going to take a guess and say that he banned Town and City.
That is my guess. A lot of the characters that Mount Vernon has are very good on Town and City, so that is pretty much an automatic stage ban for us here, I believe.
Because last time he did not, and that was a poor decision.
Yep, had to go against Roy on Town and City, which is why he died at 53.
However, this Roy does not want him to live, and he is not making the...
But this Roy doesn't have a jump. No edge. Couldn't get the edge guard, though.
No, because they were both on ledge. That was unfortunate timing for both of them.
Yep. Roy's up B is quite difficult to challenge. It does have some armor on startup, mostly on the grounded, but there is a singular frame of the aerial version that he has intangibility. I don't know why, but he has it. It's just a single frame.
He needs it.
Hey, you know, you'd rather have one frame of intangibility than none. So, you know, you take those, but...
So we are seeing Alex take a much more defensive take against this Roy, even though he is currently the one side losing.
And there's that.
Yep.
That is dead, and that is why a defensive approach can definitely pay off against Roy. We talked about it before. This stream as well about how the hitboxes close to Roy are very strong. We've talked about it in other streams too, that Roy really likes to be up close to his opponent. He likes to combo them and get in their faces, but if Alex can keep him away, keep him out of his face, Roy is not going to be very effective. And getting a ton of damage here with the nice follow-ups.
Roy is just really hoping to take this stock quick. Even though Link is in that kill range, he has not been able to hit his back air lately.
Yep, and Alex has gotten a 60% extra credit. This should be dead here, but 60% is nothing to scoff at. That is some good extra credit there.
Though the Roy is still possible at getting those lovely combos as Roy.
Yeah, this is pretty much even. Roy only really needs one starter, and he can pretty much get the 60, but just a barely too late on the F smash. Wasn't sure which side he was going to land on.
Ooh, and
Nice catch. Nice catch. And that should be dead.
Nope.
Nope, misses the arrow snipe. I feel that.
Yes, you know all about those arrow snipes.
And catches the air dodge to ledge of an arrow, making him buffer another one. So nice stock from Alex again. Only taking 47 this time, not starting this stock off at 130, but getting nice follow-ups. Again, immediately 40% off of getting a single hit. That's what he did last stock.
But that is not at all what the Roy wants, and this Roy still has the ability to kill and take that one last stock. But whether he takes two stocks, I'm a little bit doubting of, just because of this high lead that Alex is creating.
Oh, jeez!
Wow.
Alex was on the stage. He landed with Nair, and it hit below the stage. And,
There was Chris.
so the other members are also just as confused of what the heck that Nair was. Link Nair, everyone. That's all you. That clip right there is all you need to know about Link Nair. That move is a move.
It is a move.
It is a very, very broken move.
That is objectively correct. It is a move.
Yep.
And it is a very, very broken move.
Yup. And we just saw an example of that because it hit below the stage, and not only did it hit below the stage, which is not where it's supposed to hit, first off.
Nope.
Second off, it stage spiked him.
Mhm.
So it didn't send him outwards. It sent him in.
Yep.
So, yep, that Link Nair is definitely a. I would qualify it as a good move.
It's a move.
Yeah, I'd qualify it as a good move.
No, it's a move.
It's a pretty good move, I'd say. I believe it has pretty much like the second highest priority out of any move in this game.
Cool.
I might be a little off on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe people tested it, and it is definitely up there.
What?
This is a character we were not expecting. I wonder if this is a Sonic player. I wonder if the Sonic player also plays Rosa. I'm not entirely sure of their player roster specifically, so this might actually be the Sonic, but I'm not 100% sure on
To
that.
be
But
honest, though, I would still go Sonic because it was very clear that even though they were trading stocks, and that's really all you need, but I guess this is interesting. And it seems Alex is quite phased by this as well.
I mean, Rosalina against projectile characters like this isn't terrible. It's not probably the best matchup. I'd still think Sonic would probably be the best, but that down B we just saw is quite effective at stealing away those projectiles. As well as if it is an item like the bomb and she down B's it, she'll actually pick up the item. It will pick up the item for her, so she can actually grab items from quite far away.
Yeah, Alex is clearly not expecting this. He seems very phased. Which is not how you want to be after a match, but unfortunately the Luma does go down, and that is Rosa's main killing point.
Yep, Rosalina with no Luma is definitely a weaker character, but a lot of times people will kill the Luma and say, alright, it's time I get my 10 seconds of advantage state, but that isn't always true. Rosa still has moves, and sometimes
this
you're...
isn't like Ice Climbers.
Yeah, sometimes you still don't get to punish the no Luma, although it does make her a lot weaker.
Yeah, that Luma is very good at preventing most combos, and has been mainly used to prevent Link's combos.
Nice string there. Gets uses the Nair to hit away the Luma, and then calls out with the dash attack, which Link's dash attack is very slow, but it is strong as heck. Just brings the sword down onto their head and says bonk. But
yeah. It seems like for the Rosalina, keeping her Luma actually away from her was actually doing some quite a good work because Link was unable to really do most combos.
yep.
Almost getting a good downer in, it just not just not working as well as the Luma wanted.
Yep, keeping Luma away from Rosa and getting rid of the Luma entirely is very good against Rosa, but it does come back. And fun fact, Luma is on a 10-second cooldown if you kill the Luma. It takes 10 seconds for the next one to come out.
Yep.
Which, interestingly, is the same amount of time for Orbitars to come back for Pit. Just a little interesting fact, but does lose the stock there to an SD, because I believe Rosa could definitely make that back.
Yeah, I thought she could too. Not sure what happened.
My guess is they didn't have a jump and they thought they would, so they didn't jump. And does call out the landing of the hitbox of an up smash. Honestly, I think it's a little messed up that I expected Link Nair to win that. She up smashed to call out the landing, and I fully expected Link Nair to win that.
I wonder if Jim's gonna send in Chris for the ability to play. Because we know the Rosa will be interesting against the Samus due to that down B.
Yeah, you know, sending in Chris honestly probably is not a bad play either. Because as you mentioned, that down B and how good Rosa can be against other projectile characters. The down B is very good against projectiles as it eats them, but there's also the added factor of, while it does mean that Luma is taking damage, which does weaken Rosa a little bit, Luma can just face tank some damage for Rosa. So sometimes you'll shoot a charge shot, in the example of Keegan, and it'll hit Luma instead of Rosa. And there goes that charge shot. It's kind of similar to Olimar Pikmin, although it is a little bit more of a detriment since Olimar can't get his Pikmin back a little faster.
I mean, pretty much immediately.
Hey, you know, pretty much faster, a lot faster, same thing. But Yeah, so that could make it a very difficult matchup for Keegan to use. Since Rosa can kind of just protect, say, get down, Mr. President, get down, Mrs. Rosa, and just eat the projectiles.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. But it does look like we do have to face the Rosa anyway.
Well, yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of how crew battles
Well,
work.
yes. But yep, we can talk about how good or bad of a matchup it is. Either way, we do have to play it.
Yes.
Yep. But
And
we were
yeah.
talking about why we didn't want to send Keegan in, and we're
Seems
not.
like Jim hurt us.
Yep, Jim is listening. Be afraid.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What a terrifying prospect.
And Chris is doing his favorite thing of just doing that one move over and over again.
Yep, doing jab on the platform is a Chris signature. Every once in a while, I'll do it too. I'll steal it because I find it funny. I'll do it just for Chris. I'm like, here you go, Chris. Here's your jab.
It's not as funny as when Chris does it, though.
That's
Let's
rude.
be honest.
But Chris does get a little bit of an opening here, and Wolf's openings, especially at low percent, often lead to a lot of damage.
And Chris loves to do damage.
Chris does like to do damage, yes.
He's like, I don't want to play this video game, so I'm going to make this as painful for you as possible.
Yep, I'm sure that was one of the deciding factors of playing Captain Falcon, because Captain Falcon can kill you really early. So I wonder if there's a little underlying factor of Chris doesn't want to play the game, so he's playing a character that can kill you quicker.
Unfortunately, though, Chris is probably like, oh my gosh, I have to play the video game. We gotta...
Yep.
Because this Rosa is like, I want to take my time.
But nice up smash there, does get a bunch of damage, and also killed the Luma, which is quite important here, but manages to side B past him. And get back in stage, and now Wolf gets to ledge trap, which is a very good spot for Wolf. Wolf is very strong in the ledge trap situation, and does go back to neutral here, but has done so much damage to this Rosa while only taking 69% himself. So.
However, he is still gonna be in a spot. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he is in a spot. Yep, and that spot would be getting ledge trapped currently, but no, I don't. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that he didn't mean to side F tilt the wrong direction out of shield. I'm going to it's a bit of a wild guess there, but I do believe he didn't mean that.
He could have read a roll, but that is death for that Rosa.
But dash attack does take it, and you know he didn't lose the stock, and that's all that matters. So does take the stock without losing one of his. So Chris gets to go in against the third player, who I am expecting the Toon Link. Wild concept there, as we have already seen the Roy.
Wild concept.
Yep.
How is Chris talking about his Toon Link matchup?
So Toon Link is actually mostly the reason why Chris is going Wolf here, because we've talked about it before how Captain Falcon is similar-esque to Roy, how he needs to get in, and Toon Link is very annoying to get in against. But Wolf can counter camp a little bit. That gun is a very good projectile, honestly one of the best projectiles in the game. Wolf also has a reflector there and can definitely do a lot of combos if Toon Link whiffs something in his face and he is able to punish it, like throws out end lag there that he didn't mean to or thought it would hit. Wolf can definitely punish that with a lot of damage too, so a lot stronger of a matchup there.
Yeah, it's surprising though, we never saw the Wii Fit trainer. I'm guessing they might not be in today?
They might not be, or maybe they might have been expecting someone else. They might not know that we are being super rigid with our roster.
Yeah, true.
So they might have expected someone, like a different matchup spread there.
Yeah, they might have been expecting, like, you guys to come in again.
Yeah, they might have been expecting me, and on Tuesday they didn't enjoy playing against me. So, yeah, sorry about that one. I gotta get the dub somehow. But, yeah, so we didn't see the Wii Fit here, which I was honestly expecting to see the Wii Fit, but did not. We saw a Sonic and a Rosa instead.
Yep, that was indeed
Yeah,
a Sonic and a Rosa.
It sure was. But coming into this last match with a Wolf for us and
probably a Toon Link.
Most likely a Toon Link. If we see a different character there than Toon Link, I will definitely be surprised. It,
I'm not sure what you're gonna do besides be surprised, but
No, that's it. I will just be surprised.
be surprised. Got it. Okay.
Yep. Yep, and there
Yep.
it is, Toon Link.
Yep.
Although, I would like to note, Toon Link switched his ult. He was the red ult last round, and now he is the purple. He's the
Wow.
purple boy.
Such a difference.
And sometimes that matters.
Yes, I know. We've
Yep.
seen because you went pink pit once and you just immediately lost.
Yeah. And then I went my normal ult and then just won.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of strange a lot of the times how much, if you get your ult or not, can make a difference. A lot of people kind of use the ults to use like a visual representation of how they want to play. I've seen some top players do that. The example that I can think of right away is Riddles, how he'll pick different Kazuya ults depending on his mentality and how he wants to play. So I wonder if the Toon Link is doing something similar, changing his ults to signify that he wants to change strategy a little bit, but the strategy that he has picked has not been working out very much as he gets the stock taken away at 100%. Wolf back air is a strong move.
Wolf back air is fun.
Yep, it is fun because it hits and hits hard. I love that.
No punish there coming from the Toon Link though. Not like there was much he could do anyway.
Yep, I think the only option for him was to grab, but Chris did have the mix-up of dropping the reflector there, so no punish there. And Chris with the Wolf has gotten so much damage, showing why this is a better matchup than the Captain Falcon. But
Yes.
does F smash into Toon Link's other F smash, so loses stock, but quite a bit of extra credit here.
Wolf taking in for the grab, and Chris is just like, nah. We're just going to sit here and make you do all the heavy work for me.
Yep, you can. That is one of the nice parts of being in the lead. You can kind of just sit back and say, you know, you have to approach me. And Chris is making full use of that. And dash attack, not getting the sweet spot, so does not kill. But
It was very close though. Down air, which is a surprising thing I was not expecting. This Toon Link is living on a prayer. I'm good.
yep, all Chris needs is one solid hit, and this Toon Link is
it.
dead. And there's a solid hit.
That
Taking a boot to the head will definitely count as a solid hit.
Yes.
Nice. I like that, Chris. Expected the down air, dropped to the platform to protect himself from it, and got more of a follow-up off of it.
And this Toon Link is hoping, but not doing what they're expecting.
And
There
there's
it
the
is.
back air.
I'm just waiting for Keegan to come in.
I heard a little woo. I heard a little woo
There
from
was a
outside.
woo. I'm just waiting for Keegan to come in and kick us off mic.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen, but you know, it's fine.
Keegan is a professional caster and loves to kick us off mic.
Nope. Okay. We're good.
Okay, I guess
We're good.
just- Alright, so we are gonna wrap it up
Yep.
here then.
That was a good win for Valpo against Mount Vernon. Well played, guys, and we will be kicking us off.
Yes, but you can come back at 1 o'clock and you can see me. I'm going to be casting Overwatch for our GLEC team.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was great
Alright.
having you, and we will see you next time.
Peace!